My mother-in-law gifted an iPhone 16 Pro Max to all her grandchildren except my daughter because she's not part of the family. Last Christmas, my mother-in-law Patricia showed up with this huge bag of wrapped boxes. She had the biggest smile on her face, like she was about to make everyone's year. My husband has 2 sisters. Ashley has 3 kids, ages 10, 12, and 14. Monica has 2 kids, both 9. Then there's my daughter Emma, who's 8 and absolutely adores her grandmother. Patricia lined up all 6 grandkids in the living room. She started handing out identical boxes to each child. Ashley's kids got theirs first, then Monica's kids. Emma was bouncing with excitement, waiting for her turn. But Patricia just stood there. She looked at Emma and said, "Oh, sweetie, I didn't bring anything for you this year. Maybe next Christmas." The room went completely silent. Emma's face crumpled. She tried not to cry, but I could see her little chin wobbling. All her cousins were unwrapping brand new iPhone 16 Pro Max phones, the fancy ones that cost over $1,000 each. My husband just sat there like a statue, didn't say a word. His sisters were avoiding eye contact, suddenly very interested in helping their kids set up their new phones. Emma ran upstairs to her room. I followed Patricia into the kitchen. What the hell was that about? She turned around with this cold expression I'd never seen before. Emma's not really part of this family. She's from your first marriage. I only buy expensive gifts for my real grandchildren. I was shaking with anger. Emma calls this woman grandma, has been calling her grandma for 5 years since I married her son. Patricia comes to every school play, every birthday party, every soccer game. She considers you her grandmother, I said through gritted teeth. Well, she shouldn't get her hopes up. I'm not her blood. That night, Emma asked me why grandma didn't love her anymore. What do you say to that? How do you explain adult cruelty to an 8-year-old who's done nothing wrong? I decided I wasn't taking this quietly. I knew Patricia was obsessed with her social media image, always posting about being the perfect grandmother, sharing photos of family gatherings with captions about blessed family time. So I took a picture. All 5 new iPhones lined up on the coffee table, posted it on Facebook with the caption, "When your mother-in-law gives iPhone 16 Pro Max to all the grandchildren except one because she's not really family, Emma is heartbroken and doesn't understand why." I tagged Patricia and her entire extended family. The post exploded. Within 2 hours, I had 200 comments and 50 shares. Patricia's church friends, her neighbors, her coworkers. Everyone was asking what happened to the 6th grandchild. Patricia's sister called her out in the comments. "Pat, you've been bragging about Emma for years, posting her artwork on your wall. What's wrong with you?" Her own brother wrote, "This is disgusting behavior. Emma calls you grandma at every family dinner." Patricia tried damage control. She commented that it was all a misunderstanding, that Emma's phone was being delivered separately by mail, but I had screenshot everything before she could delete it. The next morning, Patricia showed up at our house at 7 a.m. She was crying, holding an iPhone 16 Pro Max box and a teddy bear. She begged me to take down the post, said it was ruining her reputation at church and work. "You should have thought about that before you humiliated an 8-year-old in front of her cousins," I told her. She handed me the phone box. "Please, I made a terrible mistake. I'll give Emma the phone. Just delete the post and we can pretend this never happened." "No," I said firmly. "Emma doesn't want a guilt phone. She wants a grandmother who actually loves her." 2 days later, my husband finally grew a spine. He called his mother and told her she wasn't welcome in our house until she could treat Emma exactly like her other grandchildren. Patricia tried calling Emma directly to apologize. Emma listened for about 10 seconds, then hung up and said, "She's not my real grandma anyway. Real grandmas don't make kids cry on Christmas." 6 months later, we moved across the country for my husband's job transfer. Best decision we ever made. Emma now has a new grandmother figure. My elderly neighbor, Mrs. Wilson, treats Emma like her own granddaughter, bakes her cookies every Tuesday, helps with homework, remembers every little accomplishment and milestone. Patricia still sends birthday cards with $20 bills inside. Emma throws them away without opening them, says she doesn't need fake love. Last week, Patricia called crying, said she missed Emma terribly and wanted to fly out to visit for Emma's 9th birthday. Emma was playing nearby and heard the whole conversation. She looked at me and said, "Tell her I already have a grandma who actually loves me now."